Hello, my name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. I just want to say a big welcome to all my new subscribers and thank you to all my existing subscribers. I really do appreciate you all being here. I'm back today with another tutorial. So I've got a card today. So this is a bit twofold really. If you saw my video yesterday, you'd know that I'm taking part in this challenge from that's being hosted by Sabine, who is Cross Keys Crafts, and she'd sent me some goodies to make things with. So I'm using a little bit of the stuff that Sabine gave me, not a massive amount but a little bit, and I needed to make a card that I'm making with my classes this week, so I've combined a bit of the two really. So the idea of the card came from Sam at Mixed Up Crafts. She made one of these back along. I've changed the measurements and I've made mine a little bit different. So this is the card, okay, and it opens up like that and that pops forward. So that is the profile of the card. So Sam made hers so that she had bits coming out and it was wider, and then she cut the top bits off of this, whereas I've kept mine. And so when it stands up, it's ever such a beautiful shape. What a lovely shape that is, and what a fantastic new home card that makes. And the stamps that came from Sabine was the Home Sweet Home and the butterfly. So that was part of the stamp set. Okay, so to make this card, I have got, there is a lot of bits, so I've prepped a lot of stuff so that otherwise this would be going on forever. Piece of white card. This measures 14.5 centimeters. I've covered up my instructions. 14.5 centimeters by 28 centimeters, and I've scored it on the long side at 7, 14 and 21 centimeters. And then I've turned it to the short side and I've scored it at 6 centimeters down to the first score line, and then I flipped it and I scored it at 6 centimeters down to the first score line. These two here are just cut lines. And before I fold and burnish, I'm going to cut those out. So it's late in the afternoon because I've been doing a lot of... I had class this morning. I've been doing stamping and colouring. So it is now 4:30, and it is very dark outside. So I'm just removing these top two pieces and I'm cutting just that score line away. So I apologise if the lighting is bad, but it's been pretty dark, and it was raining when I got up this morning, and it's been pretty... It's amazing to think I spent the day in the back garden with my family yesterday, and today it's not been that great at all. Right, so I've just cut away those two top sections. So I've got the two large sections in the middle and those two 6 centimeter sections on the side. So fold and burnish. So the middle one you fold in half. And then these two you fold out. Fold in, sorry. I was just chuckling to myself because I've been on the phone to my grandson. He always phones me when he gets out of school. He's only 6, if you don't know Henry. But Henry wears eye patches because he's got a lazy eye. And he had one on my die cutting machine. And every time he gets 50 patches, he gets a present. And I've got one stuck to my t-shirt. And he says, Nana, it shouldn't be at your house. Sorry, Henry. Right, so that is the main shape. So to decorate, I have got, let me get all those bits out of the way, 2 pieces of coloured card. These measure 6.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres, and they go there. And then I've got 4 pieces of coloured card. These measure 6.5 centimetres by 5.5 centimetres, and then go there, there, and one on the other side. So I'll just stick those down quickly. Yeah, so he wears an eye patch. He's got a lazy eye, so he wears an eye patch over his good eye to get his eye to work properly. And he has to wear that for, well, he wears it all day at school. And then when he comes home, he takes his eye patch off. So he had to, I made a short. Did I make a short? Yes. He made a shoebox for school. So he came round straight from school last Wednesday, took his eye patch off and left it on my die cutting machine. Right, and I'm just going to turn that over, and these ones, so the coloured card I'm using is, it's an old card from Creative Expression. It's their foundation card. It's like an aqua colour. The first one I made in green, and that was a Craft Stash card. So that green one was from Craft Stash, and then I've used craft card, just cheap craft card. It's not expensive stuff, and I've used this really pretty embossing folder. So this one I've used, this blue is the Creative Expression one, and then I've used the craft card again. So sorry, I have got 4 pieces of craft card. This measures 6 centimetres by 5 centimetres. And then I've got 2 pieces that measure 6 centimetres by 13.5. And I've embossed these. Now, I don't know where this embossing folder came from. It was, I just found it in my stash. I don't know. There isn't even a brand name on it, I don't think. But it looks like brickwork, and I just thought it's quite tight. Some of the embossing folders I've got, it's quite wide. The pattern detail is quite wide, and this one's quite tight for smaller cards. So it worked out really well. So where it come from, I have no idea. So just to say that I don't, I just tell you where I've got things from if I know. I don't promote I don't have affiliate links with anybody. I just craft with what I like or what I have. If I've got anything new, I'll tell you where I got it from. If not, then I haven't got anything new. I have a lot of stuff, and I tend to just stick to what I have, really. It's if I have something new, it's either because somebody's bought it for me, or it's been something that I really want. This craft card, like I say, is it's cheap. I want to say I might have even got it from somewhere like B&M when they had craft card, or maybe from the range. I know it's not expensive one. It's a really cheap. It's the one where it's dark one side and then light the other. So yeah, I just want to I just do these videos too. I love to craft. I love teaching the classes I teach, and I just love to share something that I'm very passionate about. It's not about selling anything or promoting anything. It's just about enjoying crafting and seeing what you can do with what you've got, really, isn't it? I'm sure in our stash of stuff we've all got tons of stuff. Right, so that's those panels done. So now I have got a piece of white card. Now this measures 9 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and on the 9 centimeter side you score at 1.5, 3, 6 and 7.5 centimeters. Now these two middle ones go out, and then the two outer ones. So we create like a concertina. And the white card I'm using, I can't. It's that one that I got, and I don't like it very much. It's not very smooth. It's not my favourite, but it's good thick 300 GSM white card. So that's the shape you want to make. And then you want to add glue to these funny little spindles at the, well, these 1 centimeter sections at the back. So you want to glue this now. So this seam here is either side of this center seam here at the bottom. So you want the card to be able to still fold in half. So that is not quite on that score line, and then it's going flat to the bottom. My hand's in the way, to keep the shape. So that gives you that pop-up element. Right, so I've done most of this bit because it's a bit time consuming. So I have got a piece of my coloured card. This measures 13 centimetres by 14 centimetres. On the 13 centimetre side, I made a mark at 6.5 centimetres along the top, and then I turned it, and on the side I made a mark at 5 centimetres either side, and I cut them out to give me that shape. And then I got a piece of white card. My white card measures 13.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. And again, I found the centre point. I'll tell you what the measurement is actually. I'll tell you what that is, because I don't measure. That's not how I work, really. I make, so that is roughly 8 point, that side piece there is roughly 8.7. 8.7. Let me see if the one on the other side is the same now. Oh, it is 8.7. So what I do is when I'm doing my white card like that, I offer mine up and then I make the shape rather than cut down, because then I never get the right size. And then what I've done is I've used a variety of stamps, but I've used a fence that came out of an old stamp set, and I've stamped that in brown. And then I've used my lamp stamp, again, old set of stamps off a magazine to stamp my lamp. That's the brown ink pad I used. So that's my first bit. Now I've got 2 pieces of brown card. These measure 2 centimetres by 9 centimetres. This is like, it's an old card. It is Creative Expression. It's foundation card, and it's like a brown pearl with a gold undertone to it. So I'm just going to glue these . So I'm going to glue it so that it's in line with the top point and it goes right down that point, right straight along that side there to create my house shape. And I've got a piece of ink. I've got a bit of black ink right on my white card there. I am such a messy stamper. I love stamping, but boy, it gets all over my hands. Right, so that's now my house shape. So then from Sabine, this Home Sweet Home, so I stamped it. I've coloured it in with my alcohol markers, and then I die cut a fancy circle. So I've die cut it from a plain circle and then die cut from a fancy circle. I'm sure we've all got nearly, well, most of us are going to have basic circles. I'm sure of that. So I'm going to pop that there like that. Okay, so then I've got these two champagne bottles. Again, really old stamp set that I just had. I think this was like a big stamp set. Yeah, this came again from a magazine, and it's got a bit of everything on, and it's the Prosecco bottle. So like I say, that was from a magazine. I keep all my nowadays I keep my magazine with the stamp set, but I never used to. So I've stamped two of those. What I might do is now stick that on there. So you add glue to that panel, and I want my house so it lines up along the bottom, and then you've got the same gap between that score line there and that score line the other side, so it's completely in line with the bottom. And then the point of your house should be in line with your score line on that back panel. Right, now I know where to put my champagne bottles now. Right, so again, I've stamped and fussy cut and coloured these with my alcohol markers. The alcohol markers I'm using at the moment, I actually got, my husband got them for me for Christmas, and other ones from B&M. And I actually really like them. I find them really easy to work with, so yeah, they're very nice. So I'm just going to have one jaunty that way. I've got no thumb now, I've been gardening. So I'm going to have one that way, and then I'm going to have one off to the side that way. Okay, and then I've got these two little houses again from an old stamp set that came from a magazine. So on my other one I did squares. This one I have die cut some circles. So I'm just going to pop those. I probably don't like the circles as much as I like the squares, but never mind. That's what I'm going with now. Where do I want my glue? Up that side and down that side. So I'm going to pop that jaunty on there like that. Yeah, probably, I wanted to do circles because I wanted to do it a bit different from my original one, but I probably do prefer the squares. I think I prefer the look of the squares. Are they about the same? Well, that's not too bad, Kerry. Okay, and then again out of another old stamp. I've used a bit of stamp from everywhere, I think. New Home. And then my butterflies are from Sabine, from what she gave me in my little packet of goodies. So I'm just going to tweak my wings and then give that a little squidge in the centre. And again, all coloured in with my alcohol markers. I am not a fantastic colorist colouring in, but it is something that I really do enjoy, sitting and colouring and fussy cutting. And I'm going to put that there to hide my smudge. Yeah, I can sit and fussy cut and colour for hours. And then I've got a little set of keys. So all of this is on, nearly all of this is on foam pads. I'm going to put quickly put foam pads on the back of these. And pop that on there. I'll pop that on there. And then my keys. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there. So this is the first time I've made this shape of card, and I really like it. I'm definitely going to make some more of these in different themes. Right, let's just stick my butterflies down. This one. And there's my card finished. That pops up in the middle like that. And that stands up like that. So there you have it. So which is your favourite? Do you prefer the blue one, turquoisey, tealy one? Or do you prefer the yellow? And do you prefer the circles or do you prefer the rectangles? So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial today. If you have, please leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Every little helps. I don't intend to be a massive channel. I'm quite happy doing my little bit and enjoying my crafting with you all. Any questions, please just ask, and I will be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.